I'll really test out the low light capabilities of this particular camera. I'm actually standing on the balcony of my new place, and it's just a little past 6 o'clock on a Thursday morning. Had my first night's sleep. That's my bedroom just over there. It was really quiet, really nice. Slight noises, I think, of people opening and shutting doors from next door, but nothing on top, of course, because I'm on the top level now, so that's fantastic. No additional sounds. Just looking over at the streetscape there, or the Cairns morning, with birdsong in the background. Not too bad. It's an unusual design, this particular place, in that we've got this lattice work right in the middle of the balcony, which is a bit of a pain in a way because it's actually a reasonable view, but you have to actually go around, skirt around the edges of it to actually get a clear view of the city. And you can see the hills in the background there. That looks quite attractive. So, that's quite nice, but it's just the way this place was designed. Every balcony here has got this lattice work design in the balcony areas. So I'd have to actually arrange it with Body Corporate to get permission to see whether I can have that removed. It's not looking on to anybody else, so I don't think it's not going to affect anybody's aesthetics. So there's a fair chance it'd be okay, I think, in this case to get that removed, and that might be the way to go. I'm not sure whether it's the right thing to do, but I hope my image is coming up fairly clearly. There's not a great deal of light here, but this is a particularly good camera when it comes to low light. That's where it really stands out. Now, if I look tired, that's because I am, because I didn't realise how much work was involved in moving stuff from my flat just down the road 2 blocks. I reckon it took me about 8 or 9 separate moves. I was using my big backpack with the small backpack on my actual back, and the other one I was using with the wheels. And I did most of the moves using that. I also moved my TV, and that nearly killed me because that's not as light as I would have thought, and it's a bit ungainly to carry, so it was quite a pain. I've still got my computer monitor, the large computer monitor. I need to get that across today. That's still in the old place. I've got a meeting with the agents, the property managers for that particular property that I was renting at 10 o'clock today, where I'll give them the keys. They'll do a once-over, making sure that the inventory's okay with the place, I haven't nicked anything, and that it's in reasonable condition as far as cleaning is concerned. It really drained me having to not only do the move, but also do the cleaning as well. It was a double whammy. And I needed the full 2 days to do it, and I feel pretty stuffed, to be honest with you. I was very tired last night, and it was such a relief to get 99% of it out of the way. As I say, I've only got 2 items to take back here today. They're bulky items, and there's no way I'm going to carry them. But Cairns Taxis do have a fleet of vans as well as normal taxis, so I don't think it costs any more to get one of those vans, and I'll just might have to ring them up and book it to come round and pick me up. And it's a ridiculously small, very short trip. It's literally several minutes to get from point A to point B, and it's not going to be much of a fare for the poor taxi driver, but I might give them a tip for their trouble. Anything would be better than having to haul the thing along the road, because it was really hard work. And then I've got to take it up 2 flights of steps up to where I'm living. There's my neighbour's place downstairs. They've got some facilities down there. Some people haven't done anything with their properties, but that's a bit bare down there. But and the pool's down the back, and that's nothing spectacular. But as I say, it's quite a nice little view you get from here, and it's just nice to check out the place in the morning. But it'll take me a few days to recover from the trauma of the move. I would suggest to avoid moving house if you've got a bit of stuff as much as possible. It's a real lot of work involved, and I did it all by myself. It was just bad luck that Glenn who had been staying here for 3 weeks, he just happened to leave a week before my move. It would have been great if he'd still been around, because he would have had access to the car as well, and that would have been a great help to me, because having to haul the stuff manually along the roadway is not the easiest way to do the move. But that's life, you can't have everything. The only major hassle really was the not having curtains in my in the bedrooms. And they're really strange curtains. They're little hook type curtains, and I can't purchase them. I went to Target, they didn't have them in stock. They just got the standard ones. You just slide them on a rod, and very simple design. But these ones here have actually got a little. You've got little eyelets, and you'd have to buy special curtains that have hooks in them to go along them. I don't know why there's none here. It's very strange. You think that's something you wouldn't have to think about, but I suppose on the positive side, it means that I get to choose what I want, and that's what I'm going to try to do with this place in general. Is just buy some furniture and what have you, and put my stamp on the place. So that should be good, and of course I've got some major renovations installed. But I survived the move, and that's a miracle in itself, I reckon. Would not recommend moving regularly. Not a good thing to do.